The first thing that I do is that I always check out my position chart, meaning I want to see where I am. That's important to me. I will check my daily, and over here, if you guys can see, obviously this is the euro yen. We had a significant drop a few days ago. It went down to 140, let's see, 140, 140. And the big story is this small candle. See how it's getting smaller? So which means now they've been pulling it back. It's been going long. So that was all that short. Went short, and now this is the 4 hour. I know I'm long, and my 60 minutes has been somewhat ranging. It hasn't been pushing that much. So having said that, once I know where I am in the 60 minutes, it's very important, guys, for you guys to read that chart. It's very boring. I understand that. It's very slow because it's a weekly. In the UAE, and the weekly is still long. So the daily just took a breath. Overall, you're still looking at long positions. Very important. I mean, like for that weekly to change, you pretty much have to drop to like 139. That's not going to happen. So the weekly is long. We're staying long. Actually, Wale admitted, I would say more like 140. Yeah, I think 139. That's what we need to be for it to change. But at the moment, we are long. Weekly is long. Daily, it's slowly making its way to go short. This is why if you put a trade going long, it's gonna struggle a little bit, but eventually it's gonna start breaking and to start pushing back where it came from. At some point, we're at 143.88, and now we're at 141. So we have some room to go. We can make a lot of pips just by looking at those charts. At the moment, the 60 minutes is short. Cobra, looking at it is short, and the 4 hour is long. Still long. It's at the bottom. Actually, it's not at the bottom. If you're looking at it, it's what I call, it's below the mean. So over down here, that red line signifying neutral. If it's down here, price is still down here, I can take a trade going long. I do not like taking trades going short when price is at the bottom, but right now price is still at the bottom. It's okay to take trades going long, so it feels good. No problem with that. So we're gonna keep pushing. So now that we know we are long in the euro yen, it's a lot easier to take trades going long. So let me switch screen real fast so I can go to easier trades for us to take, so we can get in our trades a lot easier. Hold on. These are 1 minute, 5 minutes. 5 minute. This is my 1 and my 5 minutes chart. This is important because it gets to give you guys, because I had it set at 1 minute and 15 minutes, but a lot of you guys were getting kind of like, I wouldn't say confused, but it was a little bit delayed on how you guys get into the trade, because there were 15 minutes, because it takes a little bit longer for the 15 minutes to turn. So here is the 5 minutes. And what's unique about the 5 minutes, guys, is this. When you are trading, if the system, let me pick a currency that is let's pick the euro yen, right? Let's pick that one first. This is a 5 minute chart. Hold on. Come on. 5 minute chart, euro yen, and let's see if I can drag it. Here we go. Now if you're looking at it like this, what it is that when you are trading the 5 minutes, and if you guys are doing it, there's two ways of doing it. Where all your trades that you are taking is in the direction of the hour. Like for example, if I'm looking at it right now, it's just standing still. It's the Oceanus curve. Price went It's currently being traded at 141.86, 141.85. And if you guys notice, this is the 5-minute chart, okay? It wants to drop a little bit. The interesting thing about trading the 5 minutes is that it gives you, it puts you ahead so you can see where the hour is going to go. So let me pull up the Euro Yen, let's say the hour chart that comes with that one. So this is the hour chart. The hour is currently short. All right. So if you're looking at it, the even though it's short, we have a blue candle. But what you have to pay attention to is this: high and low at the bottom. It's all blue. You have no green signal yet. So that means so far, because I remember I was watching this earlier when I was doing some training. I saw the Euro Yen started dropping. It dropped. I think it came out. Yeah, it came down to about 67. That was the lowest that it went during the Asian session. Yeah, I think 67. And since then, it hasn't done anything. It's just been ranging, okay? But the interesting thing about it is this. It's all blue. Even though it dropped a little bit, we are below Cobra. That means we are short. We still can't take any short trades. We're still looking at long. Hopefully we're waiting for a green candle. But here's what it is. Here's what this is. It gets really great. This is the 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes is all the way at the top, it's just changing color. You can actually take trade in the 5 minutes because the 5 minutes will show you where the hour is gonna go, and you can start getting into your trade earlier. Like right now, you see Cobra wants to turn. Pricing is dropping a little bit. It wants to come down and go short. It's desperately looking to go short, but it's not going on. It hasn't happened yet. And the good thing about it is that it's at the very top of the ocean. I was trading, I believe, earlier this, when was that was last night, right? Yeah. Look, pricing started going up, and then it turned going long at 141.60. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, okay? Now the hour itself had not turned long yet. The hour was still short. It was still ranging. The 5 minutes went from 141.60, put me in a trade, and it went to 141.74. That's 100 pips. Just like that. You will be able to see it because what it is that the going long pricing, the candles, everything was at the bottom of the ocean. So it was easy for me to sit down and take this trade. I had no problem taking this trade going long because it was at the bottom of the ocean. Everything said it was a go. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and it took off. And people always ask me, well, how many pips are you going to take? Do you take, am I going to stay in the trade until Cobra turns short? No, you do not want to stay in the trade until Cobra turns short. If I'm long, Cobra turn yellow, puts me long, then that's a question of how many pips you want. You have to understand basically how many pips your currency pays you. Does it pay you 15 pips? Does it pay you 50 pips? 100? What is its current range? If the range is currently, let's say, 100, I'm up 50, 60, 30 pips. I'm happy with that. It's very simple. The 5 minute turned long before the 60 minutes had even turned long in the Euro Yen. So for me, that's easy. Even doing that breath right here, as soon as it got done, it hit, I believe it reached I think it went to 74. It dropped again, and the drop, if you can tell right here, it went to 74. It dropped all the way back down again to about 70. It was just no, it was actually went to 50. I think 54. It was just sitting there ranging. Again, the 5 minute turn going long. By then, the 60 minutes was already long. You can turn again and take that 60 minutes and go long. At this particular point, by then the 60 minutes had gone all the way back up to 141.96. So I was 141.99. I was trading with a couple of people who were looking at it, and we thought maybe it was going to go to like 142.50. But the 5 minutes turn, and the price it turned was 141.91. It took us short. If you hold on to that short, it dropped all the way back to 141.57. So just paying attention to the 5 minutes will always give you an insight as to where the currency is going. If you're going to be long, short, how long it's going to take. It'll show you all your volume. If you're looking at it right here, high and low is perfect. It matched with it. Shows that you're short. Even doing that breath right here, where it reverse, you have two candles going long, you'll still be short because high and low stayed short. You would not take that trade going long because they'll do that to you. You will get a couple candles. Those are breath candles. Turn around, continues, and drop. But once it was done, it was done. Again, the 5 minutes paid you. It turned once the short was over. How many pips do you get to take? That's up to you. That's a matter of preference. If you want, like how much, I don't know, what are you trying to get? Me, if I'm up 30 pips, 40 pips, I can take it. I've taken a trade with 2 pips. I've taken a trade with 5. I've closed the trades with 100 pips. It all depends on where I think that it's going, and my lot sizes, my risk, what other trades that I have at the time. Right now, I'm looking at the UAN. I'm still waiting. Session is still closed, but using the 5 minutes to guide you into the hour is also extremely important. Here's why I'm saying that. You cannot do it when the market is closed. You'll get chopped up because you have to be experienced enough to be able to see that the market is closed. You stay out of it. At the moment, I'm not taking any trade because it's only 10 o'clock. The London session is not open yet. Even though I'm looking at, this is the 5 minutes, you can tell it wants to go short. It's at 83. I'm not trying to take this short because the market is not open. There is nothing that tells me this can continue to go short. So you do not want to you wouldn't want to take this short. It can potentially go all the way to, I don't know, to 50. Even if it does go to 50, look, the 5 minutes is changing slowly but surely, and you always have to pay attention to your clock. This 5 minute chart right here has 1 minute. This candle has 1 minute and 40 seconds before it shows up. This is a 5 minute. It's at 83. So now it's at 82. You can see it at the beginning. Me, I would take it from the get-go. If you are looking at the 5 minutes, this is a good trade because it's in line with pretty much, Cobra is still saying short here. It's in line with that. The only problem that I have is that it's all blue. I don't have a green candle yet. That's my only issue. But the 5 minutes itself, it's reversing, it's turning, and right now we're at 82. Is it going to continue to drop? I don't know, but I would not suggest taking those unless the market is open. What I mean by that is the London session truly is open at about 11:30 our time, Pacific Standard Time. Then the other time you can actually trade, this is news event. For example, if we have news at 11:30 and the market is just ranging, there is nothing going on, you see the 5 minutes is flat. As soon as news happen, the 5 minutes will be the first one to pick it up, the 1 and the 5 minutes. It will put you in that direction wherever you need to go, and you can follow it from there. Very simple. That's still, if you're a swing trader, you can still incorporate all this within your swing trades. All I'm trying to tell you is this: look, this trading the 5 minutes guarantees you to have at least 15-20 pips early on, early before the hour even turn. So this is why you also have to know your position. That's what I talked about that earlier. Like right now, I know the daily is short. This is struggling, it's trying to get back long. In the UAN, it doesn't reach that. Look at this. You see this candle right here? See how there is nobody in it? It's so small. Whenever you see a candle like this, that usually means this candle wants. This is a currency that actually wants to go long. It's not trying to go short. Just so you guys know, it's skinny. It's just a little hook, very small. There is no volume. There is no liquidity. There is no money in the market. Looking at it, I would not follow this short. I'd rather skip that one. So do you guys have any questions for me as far as this, what I just explained just now? A lot of times people get into trade like this. Okay, I used to do that. The hour will come in, and I think Tuan, I think that's what you're doing. You have to trade the very first hour. As soon as it comes in, you have a new clock. The first thing, you do not want to click short. For example, over here, you want to take a minute, stop, look at your 5 minute, and see if your 5 minute is going long or is it going short. If your 5 minutes is going long, that means the hour is taking a breath. You're not in a bad trade. It means the hour is taking a breath. You check your 5 minutes, allow that long to be over, and then the short will come, and then you'll get into a much better price. Because if the hour pops short and then the 5 minute is just about to go up there to take a breath, you get in there, heck, that can take you into like a 20-30 pip short long, and then you'll be down 30 pips, and you would think you're in a bad trade. You'll get out, and next thing you know, it's going to turn around and go. That has happened many times. That used to happen to me all the time because I never used to look at my 5 minutes. This is what I'm saying. If you look at your 5 minutes, and the best way to answer that last question also is this: if I'm looking at my 60 minutes right now, this is just ranging, okay? And to get back, look, you see the 5 minutes, it gives you an insight. See, right now pricing is at 80, and you have a green candle here, it's at 80. The euro yen is dropping, but I wouldn't call that a huge drop, because if you guys understand this currency, when it goes, it goes. But apparently tonight it's probably it looks like it's gonna be going short. That's what I want you guys to be paying attention to. This right here, the 5 minutes will already get you so far ahead. It started going short at 89, and you're paying attention to it. The 60 minutes hasn't even done anything, and guess what? You would already be up pips. You could actually get into that trade, walk away from it. If it continues to go down, it could be a huge trade, but now it's at 79. You can watch it go down. It's at 78. But this is what I mean. This is such an easy trade. It's very easy. All you're doing is this. Let me shrink this. Look, this is the top of the ocean. Pricing was already there. The 5 minutes doesn't get breached that often, meaning prices doesn't deviate from it and go way out there. That's not happening on the 5. It gets up there, you can start looking for reversals. It's a lot safer when you do it in the direction of the hour. Right now the hour is short. So it's dropping a little bit. We're at 78. It's continuing to drop. It is that simple. Just using the 5 to get you, to lead you into the trade. To one, this is what you are doing. So for example, if the hour is short, and then you're like, okay, I'm short. I looked at your trade, you gave me the time, you are getting in the third candles. You can't do that because you don't know when this is going to be done. And a lot of times you are getting in doing the breath. I need you to stop. If the hour confirm first candle, you're gonna see 59, 58 minutes here, right? Look at your 5-minute chart, see if it's going opposite of your hour. If it's going the opposite, just sit tight, wait for it, relax. Cobra, once the opposite is done, if it's going if it's not going the same direction, it will turn and get you to the right direction, because the hour is long unless the hour is not going to continue. But eventually you will see that. Very important to look at the 5. I'll get into trades. I'll look at my 5. I'll look at the time, news event. If I'm going to get into a swing trade, I'll check out my pricing and say, okay, I'm at the very top here. I don't think this is going to continue going. Or I'm at the bottom here. It's not going to continue going on the hour. Like right before Cobra start to turn, I'll be looking at my 5. The 5 will start showing me, hey, the short is over. Guess what? Pricing will be at the very far bottom, because the hour is going to start to go long now. I know when Cobra start flickering, I can start looking at the 5 to start getting into a long before the hour even change. That's a little bit advanced. It will allow you guys to be able to get into your trades and always come out with pips. Always. Now when you're looking at the 5 minutes, it's making its way down. You can sit there and then you can see what it's gonna do. This is the beginning of it. It started right there. And me, I'm not gonna trade that because it's only 10 o'clock. There is no liquidity in the market. I don't want to get stuck in the trade going short. But during the earlier session, the Euro Yen, they did break 75. They did take it to 67. Generally speaking, once you start trading a currency, you're gonna understand those are huge numbers. 75. If it breaks it, if they break it, and they pull it back, they have intention in continuing. If they stop at 60, they then go to 50, so there is a chance they may not go back there. If they go to 52, 54, and they pull it back, that means there is great support. They may not be able to breach that number. So you guys have to understand your currency, know where your support, resistance, kind of know all these little things when you're trading. It's you get to know those things, those numbers. They will test them a few times, once, twice, and when you see they sit there, they keep trying. Eventually, once it goes through, it will pull back again, come back the second time, and they'll drop with a vengeance or go up with a vengeance. Any questions? Very slow move. We started at 93. Was 93 at 87 or 83. Right now we're at 79. Just slowly dropping. But the 5 minute, you can go from short, long, and you catch those pips. But just make sure you know what you're doing as far as paying attention to the 60 minutes. Is your 60 minutes at the bottom of the ocean? Is your 60 minutes, was it short? Like right now, the 60 minutes for the Euro Yen, like I was telling you guys, it is currently short. So it's okay to just take this short. No, it's fine. Because pull up your 60 minutes Euro Yen, short. But look, the candle is barely there though, okay? That's how small. There is no volume. So don't expect, if you happen to be in a trade like this, in a 5 minute, If you get up to like 10-15 pips, take it, because it's at 77. You don't even have a green candle here. There is nothing. It's flat. There is no blue here. I mean, there is no green. It's all blue. It's still saying it's all buy. This is an uptrend. This is completely bullish. You're paying attention to that. You're just trying to you're trying to be ahead of the game. Right now it's at 76. The 5 minutes took you there early. Yes, this is the 60 minutes. Yeah, right. This is the 60 minutes. The 60-minute short right here has nothing. There is no candles there. It's so flat. I mean, like, you can't even see the candles. There's nothing. And then high and low is still blue, very bullish. But the 5 minutes itself, they can't fake that. Right now it's at 76. When it turned, you took that short, it's at 74. And remember what I told you earlier during the Asian session, they broke 75. See how easy it is? It was extremely easy for them to break 75. Usually, it's not that easy. The reason being, we are pretty much at the end of the Asian session. They can come in and do it. It's very simple. It's really simple for them to come and knock it down. It's not hard. It's going short. And the other pair you're going to want to be looking at with this one is the EURUSD. If it's dropping, if this is dropping, that means the EURUSD is dropping as well. And you might notice that the dollar yen is just standing still. It's not doing much because it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the EURUSD. But right now, looking at this, you're at 75. Slow, but effective. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Your high and low, always pay attention to them. Okay? See if you don't have any, if you short and high and low saying it's a buy, it's bullish, so just be careful with that. But unlike in the 5 minutes, you are short, it started going short, and then you got some volume saying that you are short, so you feel okay, you feel safe, but it's nothing drastic. And then you have to keep that in mind when you're thinking about the 60 minutes. The 5 minutes will always help you guys avoid what I call fake outs in a trade, where like basically it's not gonna go, but it is short, but it's just sitting there. And you know, like for example, see this right here? The system does not repaint. Whatever happens, it will record it. It went short last night. You would not take in the short because high and low stayed blue. This is what I'm talking about. You guys have to pay attention to all this, all that. They're all there to show you, to help you guys navigate from short to long. If it's a strong move, good move. Like for example, this move, this is a strong move. It stayed there. Big green candles. It lined up. It's saying pay me. You just stay there. Even doing that when it went, started ranging, not paying, you know, then you start getting some blue, not until much later. But overall, that's what you're looking for, those huge candles.